Hello everyone. This is the fifth video for our application house events for ASP.NET MVC Code First, and I am preparing these videos for our group uh, ASP.NET MVC Code First on Facebook. And today we will be building a basic view. And if you recall, previously we have created two model classes, event and event type. Okay, as we know that event type would not be that much. It's just like of a lookup table, and we actually will not create a separate view or data entry form for this one. Instead, we will make the updates directly in the database. And you can build a form if you like, but actually I will rather spend time on creating the form for event. Okay, what we can do for event type, we can directly go to our database and create entries, but let me show you another way of doing that, and we will do this one via code because that's all about code first. So we will go there in our package manager console and add migration, and we will say event type data. Just press enter, and you will get an empty migrations with two methods, up and down. So here we can execute our raw SQL commands to populate our database table. So for the up method, we can write simple plain SQL queries, insert into event type, and provide our values there. So I will just copy and paste those statements from here, and these are very simple statements. So just pasting those, and they are self-explanatory. If you see, they are simple basic SQL command to enter these values. I can go ahead and execute this migration, but it's a good practice that if you have a up method, you should also have a corresponding down method, so that if you sometimes want to downgrade your database is in a right state. So for the down method, I will provide the opposite or reversal of the up method, and this will be. So the up method will insert four records, sorry, and the down method will delete those. Having these ones available, just go there and update database. And okay, so it is saying, complaining about the invalid column name ID. Maybe I mistyped it here. Let me see quickly what is in our event type. Okay, we have event type ID. So just having this one in place, I hope now it should work as expected. Okay, cannot insert the duplicate value is 1. So it seems like that we have already some data available in our database. Let me verify this one. This things happens time to time, and I was experimenting with this one earlier. So event type ID is none. So there is a problem. Okay, yeah, because I copy and pasted and did not bother to change the primary keys values. And okay, one more try. And hopefully, yeah, this time it worked. So I will check this in, and actually at this point normally I should do the check-in, but I will keep this one. Oh, why not? Check this in. Pending changes, event type. Okay, this was a small thing to do before creating a view. And here I will just close everything. Right click here, close all documents, to clean our workspace and go to Solution Explorer. So the first thing we will do here, we will create a view for our event model. For this purpose, I will come here, right click on the this one folder and select add controller. And I will start with MVC empty controller because I will write everything from scratch. Click add and give it a name. Let me call it events controller. Okay, so let's rename this one. Instead of index, I will call it create, and let's get rid of this one. So this is our basic action result. And actually you should already know about what the controllers are, what the view are, and what are the default conventions, that if you have a controller, then you should have a same corresponding views. And these are the very basic stuff. So now create a view. We will go there. We have here the directory, events, add a view. I will give this name create. So this is our first initial basic view. If I just go there, and I don't know why Razor is saying about this one, but it happens anyway. So we will see that after a while our view will be rendered here. So this is the basic view. So let's populate this view with our model and provide some input fields. And for this one, we will be using Bootstrap. And actually, I will quickly show you how to use the Bootstrap in MVC application, but I will not go in the details because that requires its own separate course if you are much into the Bootstrap. So the URL is here, get bootstrap. Go there, and if you go to the CSS and click here on the forms, and here is the idea. We have here the basic form. So if you see here that it is starting with the form/form tags, and then inside we have a bunch of divs. So they are logically separated in form groups, if you see these ones. And then there is label and input. So we have to create a structure like that in our view as well. For this one, I will go there and let's do that. So first of all, we need a model for our form. So I will type here add model event. So house events, because it's automatically detecting that dot models dot event. Okay, this is our model, and for this one we will create our form tag earlier, as we saw in the previous Bootstrap window. And let's create here div and give it a class like form group. If you notice this one, this looks like we already have form group here. Okay, so create a couple of divs like that. Okay, so let's update this one, and here we can use the HTML helper to create our labels and the input fields instead of manually typing those. So I will use HTML dot label for model m goes to, and I don't know why the IntelliSense is not working, but actually it should work. I will check later this one, but let me just type it directly. This is for our label, and let me do this one. Text box 4 m goes to, and just also system not required. I have a habit of putting the C sharp semicolons, and let's see how it looked like so far. And just refresh. So we got our label and our this one input control. But if you notice this one, this is slightly different from what we have here. Here, if we click this one, it have nice hover effect and rounded corner. And this is why, because we have forget to include our form control classes here, which is this one here. So let me adjust this one, and we will see again. So let me, on this one, just provide a new anonymous object. I am using a German keyboard, so that's why the keys are a bit different. Okay, so new here I will say add class is equal to, let's give it form control. And I think this should do it. So save, and if you notice, this one is same as form control here. So let me refresh this one to see if we actually got the same visualization here. So see, it has nice rounded corner, and if we click, we got the same hover effect. So here is exercise for you. Actually, I would like you to go ahead and try yourself for the other properties. You can create the labels and controls, and in the next video I will share with my solution, the markup what I have done, and you can compare both that how they look alike. And thank you very much for watching this video, and we will see back.